What if the universe was waiting to hand you everything you've ever desired? Wealth, success, and fulfillment, if only you knew how to ask. The truth is, the power to create your dream life lies within you. By aligning your thoughts, beliefs, and actions with the energy of abundance, you can manifest wealth and master the secrets of the universe. In this book, you'll discover the transformative principles and practical steps to unlock your limitless potential and turn your financial dreams into reality. Manifesting Wealth, Mastering the Secrets of the Universe, written and published by Success Attraction Formula. Chapter 1, The Foundation of Wealth. Understanding the Power of Manifestation. What if the foundation of wealth wasn't a bank account balance or a high-paying job, but something far more profound, your own thoughts? The idea may sound too simple, even magical, but this chapter is here to challenge your assumptions and unveil a truth that has the power to transform your life. The secret to manifesting wealth begins with understanding the relationship between your thoughts, beliefs, and the reality they create. This is where the journey to abundance starts. Within your mind, manifestation is not about wishful thinking or waiting passively for miracles to happen. It's a process that blends mindset, belief, and intentional action. At its core, manifestation means that your inner world shapes your outer world. What you focus on, believe, and act upon becomes the blueprint for your life. People who consistently attract wealth don't just stumble upon good fortune. They create it by aligning their energy and thoughts with abundance. This alignment allows them to attract opportunities, make the right decisions, and overcome challenges that would otherwise hold them back. To truly grasp the power of manifestation, consider this. Your mind is like a fertile garden. The thoughts you think are seeds. Positive, abundant thoughts grow into flourishing plants, while doubts and negativity sprout weeds that choke potential growth. Let's take Emma's story as an example. Emma spent years feeling trapped in her financial situation. Every time she opened her wallet or checked her bank account, she thought, "I'll never have enough money." Her thoughts reinforced her reality, and no matter how hard she worked, she remained stuck in scarcity. It wasn't until she consciously shifted her mindset, choosing to focus on gratitude for what she had and envisioning the financial success she wanted, that her circumstances began to change. Emma started seeing new opportunities, found the courage to pursue a higher-paying job, and ultimately improved her financial situation. This transformation didn't happen by accident. When Emma changed her thoughts, she sent a powerful signal to the universe. This signal wasn't just an abstract idea. It was a shift in her energy and perception. Manifestation operates on the principle that everything, including your thoughts and emotions, carries a frequency. Positive thoughts about wealth vibrate at the same frequency as abundance, making you a magnet for prosperity. However, negative beliefs, such as money is hard to come by or rich people are greedy, operate on a lower frequency, repelling the very wealth you desire. One of the biggest misconceptions about manifestation is that it works like magic, that all you have to do is think positive thoughts and wealth will fall into your lap. This is only partly true. While your thoughts set the stage, your actions are what bring your vision to life. Imagine wanting to grow a garden. You don't simply think about tomatoes and expect them to appear. You plant seeds, water them, and nurture the soil. Similarly, in manifesting wealth, your actions must align with your intentions. If you want financial abundance, you need to make choices that reflect this desire, whether that's learning new skills, managing your money wisely, or seeking out new opportunities. But before you can act, you must examine and reset your inner beliefs about money. Many of us carry limiting beliefs inherited from childhood or past experiences. Perhaps you've heard phrases like, "money doesn't grow on trees," or "you have to work yourself to death to be successful." These beliefs, though unintentional, shape how you interact with money and opportunities. To manifest wealth, you must replace these limiting beliefs with empowering ones, such as, "money is a tool for good," or "I have the ability to create wealth." Consider the story of Ryan, a small business owner who struggled to grow his company because he was terrified of taking risks. Deep down, Ryan believed failure was inevitable, so he never invested in marketing or expanding his products. After learning about manifestation, Ryan began visualizing his business thriving and replacing his fear of failure with the belief that success was possible. With this new mindset, Ryan took bold steps that once seemed impossible, like hiring a consultant and launching an online store. His business flourished, not because of luck, but because he had shifted his mindset and aligned his actions with his vision. As you reflect on these examples, ask yourself, what thoughts are you planting in the garden of your mind? Are they thoughts of possibility and abundance, or are they riddled with fear and doubt? Manifesting wealth begins with the conscious decision to choose thoughts that empower rather than limit you. By doing so, you set the foundation for a life of prosperity. To put this concept into practice, start by paying attention to your thoughts about money and success. Notice when you catch yourself thinking negatively, and consciously replace those thoughts with positive affirmations. For instance, if you think, "I'll never be able to afford that," reframe it as, "I am capable of creating the wealth to afford the life I want." This simple exercise trains your mind to focus on abundance rather than lack. The power of manifestation lies in the connection between your thoughts, beliefs, and actions. When these elements are in harmony, you'll find yourself naturally attracting the wealth and opportunities you desire. Remember, the journey to financial abundance begins with a single step: choosing to believe it's possible. What is one thought or belief about wealth that you're ready to change today? Take a moment to reflect, and let this be the first step in building a strong foundation for manifesting the life of your dreams. Chapter 2. Aligning with Abundance. Shifting your inner beliefs. What if the single biggest barrier between you and a life of financial abundance wasn't external circumstances, but the beliefs you carry within? Most people don't realize how their internal narrative about money dictates their ability to attract and sustain wealth. This chapter dives deep into the process of uncovering and transforming the hidden beliefs that shape your financial reality, allowing you to align with abundance on every level. At its core, alignment with abundance means that your inner beliefs are in harmony with your desire for wealth. It's not enough to want to be wealthy. You need to believe, deep down, that wealth is attainable for you and that you deserve it. The problem arises when unconscious beliefs contradict your desires. For instance, if you grew up hearing phrases like, "money is the root of all evil," or "rich people are selfish," these ideas may have taken root in your subconscious, even if you don't consciously agree with them. These beliefs act like invisible anchors, holding you back from fully embracing opportunities for growth. Take the example of Sarah, a talented graphic designer. Sarah had always dreamed of turning her freelance work into a thriving business, but found herself stuck in a cycle of undercharging clients and overworking. On a deeper level, Sarah believed that asking for higher fees made her greedy and unworthy of success. When she started to examine these beliefs, she realized they stemmed from comments she had heard as a child, like, "Don't be too ambitious, it's better to be humble." Once Sarah consciously challenged and replaced these beliefs, she began setting fair prices for her work. Within months, her business grew, and she felt more confident and aligned with her goals. This shift is the essence of aligning with abundance. It's about identifying the beliefs that no longer serve you and replacing them with empowering ones that support your vision. But how do you recognize these limiting beliefs? The first step is self-awareness. Pay attention to your inner dialogue when you think about money. Do you catch yourself saying things like, "I'll never have enough," or "I'm just not good with money"? These statements reveal the subconscious stories you've been telling yourself, often for years. Once you've identified these beliefs, the next step is to question their validity. Ask yourself, where did this belief come from? Is it an absolute truth, or is it just something I've accepted without evidence? More often than not, you'll find that these beliefs are inherited, passed down from family, culture, or society, and have no real basis in your current reality. For example, the belief that money is hard to come by might have made sense in a different era or for someone else's experience, but it doesn't have to define your own. To shift these beliefs, you need to replace them with affirmations that reflect abundance and possibility. Affirmations are powerful tools because they reprogram your subconscious mind. Instead of saying, "I'm not good with money," affirm, "I am learning to manage money wisely and attract opportunities for wealth." This isn't about lying to yourself. It's about choosing a perspective that empowers you to grow. Let's explore how this works in practice. Imagine you're Mark, a teacher who dreams of owning a second property for rental income, but feels overwhelmed by the idea. Mark's internal narrative is, "I'll never be able to afford it. And even if I could, I wouldn't know where to start." By identifying and challenging these beliefs, Mark can reframe them into statements like, "I am capable of learning the steps to invest in property, and I deserve financial security and growth." With these new beliefs, Mark begins researching real estate, attending seminars, and saving with intention. Over time, his mindset shifts from fear to confidence, and he achieves his goal. It's also important to recognize that shifting your beliefs takes time and consistency. Your mind may initially resist these new ideas because they challenge what feels familiar. Think of it like replacing an old habit with a new one. It requires patience and repetition. The key is to be kind to yourself during this process. Celebrate small wins, like catching a negative thought and turning it into a positive one. Over time, these small shifts create a domino effect that transforms how you see and attract wealth. Another aspect of aligning with abundance is embracing gratitude. Gratitude shifts your focus from lack to sufficiency, reminding you of the resources and opportunities already available to you. When you start each day by reflecting on what you're grateful for, you train your mind to see abundance rather than scarcity. For instance, instead of focusing on the bills you need to pay, focus on the fact that you have a job or skills that enable you to earn money. This simple practice rewires your brain to notice opportunities and solutions instead of problems. One powerful example of this is Maria, a single mother who struggled to make ends meet. Maria began a daily gratitude practice, thanking the universe for her family, her home, and her ability to provide. Over time, this practice shifted her perspective, and she started seeing possibilities where she previously saw obstacles. She found a flexible side job that supplemented her income and allowed her to save for her children's future. By focusing on what she had instead of what she lacked, Maria aligned herself with abundance and transformed her financial situation. As you reach the end of this chapter, reflect on the beliefs you hold about money and wealth. Which of these beliefs empower you and which ones hold you back? Take a moment to write down one limiting belief you'd like to release and replace it with an empowering affirmation. Repeat this affirmation daily and notice how it begins to reshape your mindset. Remember, aligning with abundance is a journey, not a one-time event. With each step you take to shift your beliefs, you move closer to the life of wealth and fulfillment you deserve. What's one belief you can start transforming today? Let this question guide your next step toward abundance. Chapter 3. The Wealth Blueprint, Creating a Vision of Prosperity. Have you ever noticed how the most successful people seem to have a clear vision of what they want? It's not just coincidence. A compelling vision serves as the foundation for every great achievement. When it comes to manifesting wealth, having a clear, detailed picture of your financial goals is like setting the destination on a GPS. It guides your actions and decisions, ensuring that you stay on course. In this chapter, we'll explore how to create a powerful vision of prosperity that inspires and motivates you to align your life with the abundance you desire. Creating a wealth blueprint begins with imagining the life you want to lead. This isn't about vague dreams like "I want to be rich" or "I want more money." True manifestation requires specificity. The clearer your vision, the easier it is to attract opportunities that align with your goals. Think of it as building a house. Before construction begins, you need detailed plans showing the layout, dimensions, and materials. Similarly, your financial blueprint needs clarity, structure, and intention. Let's consider James, a recent college graduate who felt overwhelmed by student debt and unsure of his financial future. At first, James only knew that he wanted to get out of debt and be comfortable. However, after learning about the importance of creating a vision, he decided to get specific. James imagined himself debt-free within 3 years, saving for a down payment on a home and earning enough to travel twice a year. This clarity gave James a roadmap, and he started budgeting, applying for higher-paying jobs, and learning about investments. Over time, his vision became a reality, not because of luck, but because his goals were clear and actionable. A wealth blueprint is more than a list of goals. It's a vivid picture of your ideal financial life. To create this vision, start by asking yourself, what does abundance look like to me? For some, it may mean financial freedom, having enough passive income to cover expenses without relying on a traditional job. For others, it could mean funding their dream business, traveling the world, or creating a legacy for their children. Whatever your version of wealth is, allow yourself to dream without limits. This is your chance to imagine the best possible life for yourself. Once you have a general idea, add details to your vision. Imagine your ideal home. What does it look like? Where is it located? Picture your daily routine. What are you doing? Who are you with? How does it feel to live this life? The more vividly you can imagine your future, the more real and attainable it becomes. Neuroscience supports this idea. Studies show that visualizing a goal activates the same brain regions involved in actually achieving it, creating a sense of familiarity and possibility. However, creating a wealth blueprint isn't just about dreaming big. It's also about ensuring your vision aligns with your values. Ask yourself why your goals matter to you. For instance, if your vision includes earning $1 million, consider what this wealth would allow you to do. Maybe it's about providing for your family, giving back to your community, or experiencing freedom and adventure. When your financial goals are rooted in purpose, they become more meaningful and motivating. Clarity of vision also helps you overcome challenges and distractions. Life will inevitably throw obstacles in your path, but a strong blueprint keeps you focused. Imagine you're on a road trip to a specific destination. Even if you encounter detours or delays, you don't abandon the journey. You adjust your route and keep going. Similarly, a well-defined financial vision helps you navigate setbacks without losing sight of your ultimate goal. To illustrate, consider Emily, a nurse who dreamed of starting her own wellness clinic. Emily's blueprint included a timeline for saving money, securing a loan, and building her client base. Along the way, unexpected medical bills and a global pandemic delayed her progress. But because Emily had a clear vision, she didn't give up. Instead, she adapted her plan, taking small, consistent steps toward her goal. Today, Emily's clinic is thriving, and she credits her success to the clarity and resilience her blueprint provided. Another important aspect of creating a wealth blueprint is breaking it down into smaller, manageable steps. While it's essential to dream big, focusing solely on the end goal can feel overwhelming. Instead, identify milestones that bring you closer to your vision. For example, if your ultimate goal is financial independence, your milestones might include building an emergency fund, paying off debt, and investing in income-generating assets. Each milestone represents progress and builds momentum, keeping you motivated and focused. Remember, a wealth blueprint isn't set in stone. Life is dynamic, and your goals may evolve over time. What's important is to revisit your vision regularly, updating it to reflect your current priorities and aspirations. Treat it as a living document that grows with you, serving as both a guide and a source of inspiration. Now, let's address a common misconception. Creating a vision doesn't mean you have to know every detail of how you'll achieve it. Manifestation is a collaborative process between you and the universe. Your job is to define what you want and take aligned action. The how often unfolds in unexpected ways. Trust that when your intentions are clear and your actions are purposeful, opportunities will appear. As you work on your wealth blueprint, remember to stay patient and persistent. Manifesting prosperity is not an overnight process. It's a journey that requires commitment and belief. Celebrate each step forward, no matter how small, and keep your vision at the forefront of your mind. Visual reminders, such as a vision board or written affirmations, can help you stay connected to your goals and maintain a positive mindset. To conclude this chapter, take a moment to reflect on your financial dreams. Close your eyes and imagine your ideal life in vivid detail. What does it look like? How does it feel? Write down your vision, including as many specifics as possible. Then identify one small step you can take today to move closer to this vision. Let this exercise be the starting point for your journey toward creating a life of abundance. What will your wealth blueprint look like? The answer lies in your imagination and your willingness to turn that vision into reality. Chapter 4. Energy and Intention, the vibrational match for wealth. Have you ever walked into a room and felt a palpable shift in energy, whether it was uplifting or heavy? This isn't just a coincidence. It's the invisible yet powerful force of vibrational energy at work. Everything in the universe, including your thoughts, feelings, and intentions, carries a vibration. When it comes to manifesting wealth, understanding and harnessing this energy is key to becoming a magnet for abundance. In this chapter, we'll delve into the connection between energy, intention, and wealth, revealing how to align your frequency with prosperity. The concept of vibrational energy might sound abstract, but it's rooted in the idea that all matter is made up of energy. Think of a radio. When you tune it to a specific frequency, it picks up the corresponding station. Similarly, your thoughts and emotions emit frequencies that attract experiences aligned with those vibrations. If you consistently focus on thoughts of scarcity, such as "I'll never have enough" or "money is hard to come by," you're broadcasting a frequency of lack, which only brings more of the same into your life. On the other hand, when you cultivate thoughts and feelings of abundance, such as gratitude, confidence, and possibility, you align yourself with the energy of wealth. Consider the example of Alex, a marketing professional who constantly worried about not having enough money to cover expenses. Alex's energy was consumed by fear and anxiety, and as a result, he struggled to attract financial stability. After learning about vibrational energy, Alex began practicing daily gratitude for the income he already had, even if it was less than he wanted. He visualized himself thriving, imagining what it felt like to have more than enough. Over time, Alex noticed a shift, not only in his mindset, but also in the opportunities that came his way. He received a surprise freelance project, followed by a promotion, both of which increased his income significantly. By changing his energy, Alex changed his reality. The role of intention is equally important. Intention acts as the bridge between your thoughts and the energy you project into the world. When you set a clear intention, you direct your energy toward a specific outcome, like aiming a beam of light at a target. Without intention, your energy can become scattered, making it difficult to manifest your goals. Think of intention as planting seeds in a garden. If you want to grow sunflowers, you need to be deliberate about planting sunflower seeds, not scattering random ones and hoping for the best. Similarly, your financial goals require focused, purposeful energy. To amplify your energy and intention, one powerful tool is emotional alignment. Emotions are the fuel behind your vibrations. They give strength to your intentions. For example, if your intention is to save a specific amount of money, pair that goal with feelings of excitement, gratitude, and confidence. Imagine the joy of reaching your savings target and let that positive emotion radiate from you. This emotional alignment strengthens your vibrational signal, making it easier to attract the resources and opportunities needed to achieve your goal. Another key element of vibrational energy is action. While thoughts and emotions set the stage, action moves you toward your desired outcome. Manifestation is not about passively waiting for wealth to appear. It's about taking inspired, aligned steps that match your intentions. For instance, if you're manifesting a new job, update your resume, network, and apply for positions that excite you. These actions send a clear message to the universe. You're serious about your goal and ready to receive it. Let's explore how this works in real life. Mia, a small business owner, wanted to attract more clients and increase her income. Instead of dwelling on the competition or fearing failure, Mia focused her energy on what she could offer. She set the intention to provide exceptional service and visualized her ideal clients finding her business. She also took inspired action, like improving her website and creating targeted marketing campaigns. As Mia aligned her energy, intention, and actions, her client base grew, and her revenue exceeded her expectations. Mia's story illustrates that manifestation isn't just about dreaming. It's about aligning your entire being with your goals. An important aspect of managing your vibrational energy is self-awareness. Pay attention to the emotions and thoughts you experience throughout the day. Are they uplifting and empowering, or are they draining and negative? If you catch yourself in a low-energy state, Don't judge yourself. Instead, take steps to shift your energy. This could be as simple as practicing gratitude, meditating, or engaging in activities that bring you joy. Small changes in your energy can create a ripple effect, raising your vibration and bringing you closer to your goals. One common challenge people face is maintaining high energy and clear intentions when external circumstances seem discouraging. For example, if you're facing financial difficulties, it's easy to fall into a cycle of worry and frustration. However, this is precisely the time to focus on your energy. Remember that your external reality is a reflection of your internal state, not the other way around. By shifting your energy to a higher vibration, you can create new possibilities, even in challenging situations. Take, for example, Daniel, who lost his job during an economic downturn. Instead of succumbing to despair, Daniel focused on maintaining a positive mindset. He set the intention to find a job that matched his skills and values, visualized himself thriving in his new role, and took action by applying for positions and networking. Within weeks, Daniel received an offer that not only matched his previous salary, but also offered greater growth opportunities. Daniel's story highlights the resilience and power that come from aligning your energy and intention. As you reach the end of this chapter, reflect on the energy you're currently projecting and the intentions you're setting. Are they in alignment with the wealth you want to manifest? Take a moment to imagine the life you desire and focus on the emotions it evokes. Write down one clear intention for your financial goals and identify a small, inspired action you can take today to align with that intention. What kind of energy are you putting out into the world, and how can you align it more closely with the abundance you seek? Let this question guide your journey to becoming a vibrational match for the wealth you deserve. Chapter 5. Breaking Barriers, Overcoming Fear and Self-Doubt. What if the greatest obstacles to your wealth and success weren't external at all, but lived entirely in your mind? Fear and self-doubt are among the most powerful barriers that hold people back from realizing their full potential. These emotions create an invisible wall between you and the abundance you deserve, keeping you stuck in a cycle of hesitation and inaction. The good news is that these barriers are not permanent. With awareness and intentional effort, you can break free from their grip and open the door to new possibilities. Fear often disguises itself as caution or practicality, whispering thoughts like, "What if I fail?" or "I'm not ready yet." While a certain level of caution can be healthy, fear becomes a problem when it stops you from taking steps toward your goals. Imagine you're standing at the edge of a diving board, wanting to jump but frozen by the fear of falling. The longer you wait, the more paralyzed you feel. Fear works the same way with your financial and personal aspirations. It feeds on inaction, growing stronger the longer you delay. Self-doubt, on the other hand, undermines your confidence in subtle but damaging ways. It convinces you that you're not smart enough, skilled enough, or worthy enough to succeed. This inner critic often stems from past experiences, such as criticism from others or failed attempts at something important. These experiences leave a lasting imprint, shaping your beliefs about what you're capable of achieving. But here's the truth: your past does not define your future. Every successful person has faced fear and self-doubt. What sets them apart is their decision to move forward anyway. Let's consider Jenna, a talented writer who dreamed of publishing her own book. For years, she let fear and self-doubt convince her that she wasn't good enough. She told herself that the publishing world was too competitive and that her ideas weren't original. Then one day, Jenna realized she was tired of letting her fears control her. She started small, writing and sharing short pieces online. The positive feedback she received boosted her confidence, and eventually, she published her first book. Today, Jenna is a best-selling author, and she often reflects on how her biggest obstacle wasn't a lack of talent, but her own self-imposed limitations. The first step in overcoming fear and self-doubt is recognizing their presence. Pay attention to the thoughts that arise when you think about your financial goals or aspirations. Are they supportive and encouraging, or are they filled with worry and negativity? Awareness is the foundation of change. Once you're aware of these thoughts, you can begin to challenge them. Ask yourself, is this fear realistic? What evidence do I have that supports or contradicts it? Often, you'll find that fear is rooted in assumptions rather than facts. Another effective way to break through fear is by taking action, even if it's a small step. Action disrupts the cycle of hesitation and builds momentum. Imagine you want to start a side business but feel overwhelmed by the risks. Instead of focusing on the entire journey, start with one manageable task, like researching your market or brainstorming ideas. Each step you take weakens the power of fear and strengthens your belief in your abilities. Self-doubt requires a slightly different approach. To combat it, you need to rewrite the narrative you've been telling yourself. Instead of dwelling on past failures, focus on your strengths and achievements. Reflect on moments when you overcame challenges or accomplished something you once thought was impossible. These experiences are proof of your resilience and capability. Consider the story of Victor, an engineer who wanted to transition into a leadership role, but doubted his ability to manage people. Victor's self-doubt stemmed from a time when he struggled with public speaking. To overcome this, he enrolled in a leadership course and practiced speaking in front of small groups. Over time, he gained confidence and discovered he had a natural ability to inspire others. Today, Victor is a respected team leader who uses his experience to mentor others. His transformation began with a decision to challenge his doubts and invest in personal growth. It's also important to reframe fear and self-doubt as natural parts of the growth process, rather than obstacles to avoid. These emotions are often signals that you're stepping outside your comfort zone, which is exactly where meaningful progress happens. Instead of seeing fear as a stop sign, view it as an invitation to grow. Remember, every time you face a fear and push through it, you expand your comfort zone and unlock new levels of potential. Another key to breaking barriers is surrounding yourself with supportive people. Fear and self-doubt thrive in isolation, but they weaken when you share your struggles with others. Find mentors, friends, or colleagues who encourage you to pursue your goals and remind you of your strengths. Their belief in you can act as a powerful counterbalance to your inner doubts. Take, for instance, Raj, a software developer who wanted to start his own tech company but doubted his ability to succeed in a competitive industry. Raj confided in a former professor who believed in his skills and encouraged him to take the leap. With this support, Raj took the first steps toward launching his startup. Over time, he built a network of mentors and peers who offered guidance and inspiration. Their support helped Raj stay motivated and overcome the fears that once held him back. To conclude this chapter, reflect on the fears and doubts that may be standing between you and your financial goals. What is one fear you're ready to face, or one self-doubt you're willing to challenge? Take a small, intentional step toward breaking that barrier today, whether it's writing down your strengths, sharing your goals with someone you trust, or taking action on a task you've been avoiding. What would your life look like if fear and self-doubt no longer controlled your decisions? Let this question guide your journey as you move forward with courage and confidence toward the wealth and success you deserve. Chapter 6. Taking Inspired Action. The bridge between dream and reality. Have you ever noticed how dreams remain just that, dreams, unless they are followed by action? While visualizing wealth and aligning your thoughts are crucial steps, they are only part of the process. The real transformation happens when you take inspired action, turning your intentions into tangible results. Inspired action is not about exhausting yourself with endless tasks. It's about purposeful, aligned steps that bring your vision closer to reality. This chapter explores how to recognize, trust, and act on these opportunities to bridge the gap between your dreams and your lived experience. At its heart, inspired action differs from ordinary effort. It comes from a place of clarity and intuition rather than fear or obligation. When you align your thoughts and energy with abundance, you create a flow that naturally draws opportunities to you. Inspired action is about recognizing these opportunities and acting on them with confidence and purpose. Unlike forced effort, which often feels draining, inspired action feels energizing and fulfilling, even if it requires hard work. Consider the story of Amanda, a teacher who wanted to transition into a career in educational consulting. Amanda had spent months visualizing her ideal role, imagining herself helping schools improve their curricula and seeing the impact of her work. One day, while browsing an online forum, she came across a post about an upcoming workshop for aspiring consultants. Although attending the workshop required time and money she hadn't budgeted for, Amanda felt a strong pull to go. Trusting her intuition, she signed up, and that decision became the catalyst for her career change. At the workshop, Amanda met a mentor who guided her through the process of starting her consulting business. Within a year, Amanda's dream had become her reality, all because she took inspired action at the right moment. The key to taking inspired action lies in recognizing the opportunities that align with your goals. These moments often feel like a combination of excitement and fear, the kind of nervous energy you experience when stepping out of your comfort zone. To recognize these opportunities, pay attention to the signs and synchronicities around you. These could be chance encounters, unexpected invitations, or a persistent idea that refuses to leave your mind. While it's easy to dismiss these signs as coincidence, they are often the universe's way of nudging you toward your next step. However, recognizing opportunities is only the first part. The next and often more challenging step is trusting yourself enough to act on them. Fear of failure or judgment can make you hesitate, but remember that inspired action isn't about guaranteeing success, it's about progress. Each step, no matter how small, moves you closer to your goals and builds your confidence. Even if the outcome isn't what you initially hoped for, the experience often opens doors you couldn't have anticipated. Take the example of Marcus, a graphic designer who dreamed of working for himself. When a former colleague approached him about a freelance project, Marcus hesitated. He worried that leaving his stable job for the uncertainty of freelancing was too risky, but something about the project excited him, so he decided to take a chance. That one project led to referrals, more clients, and eventually a full-time freelance career. Marcus's decision to act, even in the face of uncertainty, was the turning point in his journey. Another important aspect of inspired action is consistency. While big, bold moves are sometimes necessary, much of the progress toward your goals comes from the small, consistent actions you take every day. These actions might not feel significant in the moment, but over time, they build momentum. For instance, if your goal is to save money, inspired action could mean setting aside a small amount each week or learning about investment options. These steps might seem minor, but they reflect your commitment to your vision and signal to the universe that you're ready to receive more. It's also worth noting that inspired action often requires a willingness to let go of perfectionism. Many people hold themselves back, waiting for the perfect moment or conditions before taking action. But perfection is an illusion that leads to stagnation. Progress, not perfection, is the goal. If you wait until you feel completely ready, you might miss the opportunities that are right in front of you. Trust that you can learn and adapt as you go. What matters most is starting. To illustrate, let's revisit Emma, who wanted to open her bakery. For years, Emma dreamed of having her own shop but felt paralyzed by the fear of not having enough experience or resources. One day, a friend encouraged her to start small by selling baked goods at a local farmer's market. Although it wasn't her ultimate vision, Emma decided to take the leap. The positive feedback and steady sales gave her the confidence to expand her business. Within 2 years, Emma opened her bakery, proving that inspired action, no matter how small, can lead to big outcomes. Another critical element of taking inspired action is resilience. Not every step will yield immediate results, and setbacks are inevitable. However, these moments are opportunities to learn and refine your approach. Staying committed to your vision, even when progress feels slow, demonstrates your belief in your ability to succeed. Resilience allows you to view challenges not as roadblocks, but as stepping stones that strengthen your resolve. As you reflect on this chapter, think about the actions you've taken or avoided toward your financial goals. Are there opportunities you've hesitated to pursue because of fear or doubt? Consider one small, inspired action you can take today to move closer to your vision. It could be as simple as sending an email, signing up for a class, or starting a conversation with someone who can help you. Remember, the universe responds to those who are willing to take the first step. What is one inspired action you can take right now to bring your dreams closer to reality? Let this question guide you as you move forward with intention, trust, and the knowledge that every step you take brings you closer to the life you desire. Chapter 7: Gratitude and Growth. Amplifying wealth through appreciation. Have you ever noticed how acknowledging the good things in your life seems to attract even more positivity? Gratitude is one of the simplest yet most transformative tools you can use to amplify your ability to manifest wealth. It shifts your focus from what you lack to what you have, creating a mindset of abundance that opens the door to even greater opportunities. In this chapter, we'll explore how gratitude not only enhances your emotional well-being, but also plays a pivotal role in attracting financial success and fostering long-term growth. Gratitude is more than just saying thank you. It's a state of being that aligns you with the energy of abundance. When you take the time to appreciate what you already have, you send a powerful signal to the universe. I am ready for more. This mindset shift changes how you perceive challenges and opportunities, making you more open to the possibilities around you. Instead of focusing on what's missing, you begin to see the resources and blessings already at your disposal. This shift is crucial for manifesting wealth because abundance isn't just about material possessions. It's a way of thinking and living. Consider the story of Lisa, a real estate agent who struggled to close deals during an economic downturn. Feeling frustrated, Lisa realized she was constantly focusing on her lack of success, which only amplified her stress and demotivated her. One day, a mentor suggested she start a gratitude journal, listing 3 things she was thankful for every evening. At first, Lisa found it difficult to focus on positives, but she persisted. Over time, she noticed a change in her mindset. She began appreciating her supportive network, the skills she had honed, and even the small victories she achieved each day. This new perspective boosted her confidence and energy, which her clients noticed. Within months, Lisa's business turned around, and she attributed much of her success to the power of gratitude. Gratitude doesn't just change your emotional state, it has tangible effects on your actions and relationships. When you're grateful, you're more likely to approach situations with optimism and resilience. This positive attitude makes you a magnet for opportunities and helps you build stronger connections with others. People are naturally drawn to those who exude positivity and appreciation, whether in personal relationships or professional settings. These connections often lead to collaborations, referrals, and opportunities that might otherwise have been missed. Let's take another example. David, a software developer aiming for a promotion. David's initial approach was to focus on what he felt was lacking in his current role: limited responsibilities, lack of recognition, and stagnant pay. His dissatisfaction began affecting his work and attitude. Realizing this, David decided to shift his perspective by practicing gratitude. He started acknowledging the skills he had gained, the mentorship he received, and the projects that allowed him to grow. This change in mindset not only improved his performance, but also made him more approachable and collaborative with his team. His manager took notice, and within 6 months, David was offered the promotion he had been striving for. A key aspect of gratitude is its ability to reframe challenges as opportunities for growth. Life isn't always smooth, and financial setbacks or obstacles can feel discouraging. However, gratitude helps you view these experiences through a different lens. Instead of dwelling on the difficulty, you can focus on what the situation is teaching you and how it's preparing you for greater success. For instance, if you face an unexpected expense, gratitude might help you appreciate the resilience and problem-solving skills you develop while managing it. These lessons often become the foundation for long-term financial stability and success. Another powerful way to amplify wealth through gratitude is by celebrating even the smallest victories. Many people fall into the trap of waiting for big milestones to feel accomplished, overlooking the progress they make along the way. By recognizing and appreciating every step forward, you build momentum and stay motivated. For example, if your goal is to save a certain amount of money, celebrate each contribution to your savings, no matter how small. This practice reinforces your commitment to your goal and makes the journey more enjoyable. It's also important to express gratitude outwardly. While internal appreciation is vital, sharing your gratitude with others deepens your connections and creates a ripple effect of positivity. Whether it's thanking a mentor, showing appreciation to a colleague, or acknowledging the support of friends and family, these acts of gratitude strengthen your relationships and often lead to new opportunities. Generosity is a natural extension of gratitude, and the more you give, whether it's time, resources, or encouragement, the more you attract abundance into your life. Take Maria, an entrepreneur who built her business from the ground up. Despite her success, Maria never forgot the people who helped her along the way. She made it a point to thank her team regularly, support her local community, and mentor aspiring entrepreneurs. Her gratitude not only inspired loyalty among her employees, but also attracted clients and collaborators who resonated with her values. Maria's story illustrates how gratitude creates a cycle of abundance, where appreciation leads to generosity, and generosity in turn brings greater rewards. As you integrate gratitude into your life, consistency is key. Gratitude is a practice, not a one-time act. The more you cultivate it, the more natural it becomes to see the good in every situation. Start by setting aside a few moments each day to reflect on what you're thankful for. You might choose to write in a journal, meditate, or simply take a quiet moment to appreciate the positives in your life. Over time, this practice rewires your brain to focus on abundance, making it easier to attract wealth and success. To conclude this chapter, take a moment to reflect on your own life. What are 3 things you're grateful for right now? How can you express this gratitude both to yourself and to others? Consider how adopting a mindset of gratitude could transform your approach to wealth and growth. What would your life look like if you focused on appreciating what you have rather than worrying about what you don't? Let this question guide you as you embrace gratitude as a powerful tool for amplifying abundance and achieving your dreams. Chapter 8. Attracting opportunities, networking, and building prosperity. Opportunities are all around us, yet many people struggle to recognize them or feel unsure about how to act on them. Why do some individuals seem to naturally attract opportunities for growth and success, while others feel stuck? The answer often lies in their ability to build meaningful connections and cultivate an open mindset. In this chapter, we will explore how networking, fostering relationships, and embracing a proactive attitude can transform your approach to wealth and abundance, positioning you as a magnet for prosperity. Attracting opportunities begins with understanding that success doesn't happen in isolation. The connections you make and the relationships you nurture play a vital role in shaping your financial journey. Networking isn't just about meeting people. It's about creating authentic connections built on trust, mutual respect, and shared goals. These relationships can open doors to new possibilities, whether it's a job offer, a partnership, or a chance to learn a valuable skill. By actively engaging with others, you expand your circle of influence and increase the likelihood of opportunities finding their way to you. Consider the story of Paul, a marketing professional who felt stagnant in his career. Paul often avoided networking events, assuming they were only for extroverts or people with extensive experience. One day, a colleague convinced him to attend a local industry meetup. At first, Paul felt out of place, but as he began engaging in genuine conversations, he realized networking wasn't about impressing others. It was about sharing ideas and building rapport. At that event, Paul met someone who later referred him to a position that aligned perfectly with his skills and career goals. That single connection became the catalyst for a major career shift. Networking isn't limited to formal events. Opportunities to connect can arise anywhere, through social media, community groups, or casual conversations. The key is to approach these interactions with curiosity and authenticity. Instead of focusing solely on what others can do for you, consider how you can add value to their lives. Offering support, sharing knowledge, or simply showing genuine interest in someone's story creates a foundation for meaningful relationships. When you approach networking as a two-way exchange, you build trust and goodwill, which often leads to unexpected opportunities. One essential aspect of attracting opportunities is cultivating an open and proactive mindset. Opportunities rarely come to those who wait passively for them to appear. Instead, they favor individuals who are willing to take initiative and explore new possibilities. This doesn't mean chasing every idea or connection that crosses your path. It means being intentional about seeking opportunities that align with your values and goals. Let's look at Rachel, an aspiring entrepreneur who dreamed of launching her own fashion line. Rachel understood that success would require more than creativity. It would demand connections, resources, and guidance. She began reaching out to local designers, attending industry events, and joining online forums for fashion entrepreneurs. Through these efforts, Rachel not only gained valuable insights, but also connected with a mentor who helped her navigate the complexities of starting a business. Rachel's willingness to step outside her comfort zone and proactively network turned her dream into a thriving reality. Another important element of attracting opportunities is maintaining a positive and approachable attitude. People are naturally drawn to those who radiate confidence and optimism. When you exude a sense of possibility, you encourage others to see potential in you and your ideas. This doesn't mean you need to be overly charismatic. It simply means being genuine, enthusiastic, and open to collaboration. A positive attitude creates a ripple effect, inspiring others to share their knowledge, resources, and opportunities with you. It's also important to remember that not all opportunities will present themselves in obvious ways. Some may come disguised as challenges or require effort to uncover. For instance, a difficult project at work might seem like a burden, but it could also be an opportunity to showcase your skills and earn recognition. Similarly, a chance encounter with a stranger could lead to a life-changing connection if you're open to engaging in conversation. Being adaptable and willing to explore possibilities, even when they don't match your expectations, can reveal opportunities you never imagined. One way to enhance your ability to attract opportunities is by building a reputation for reliability and excellence. People are more likely to recommend or collaborate with someone they trust to deliver quality work and follow through on commitments. Consistently demonstrating professionalism, integrity, and a strong work ethic positions you as a person others want to support and work with. Over time, this reputation becomes a powerful asset, drawing opportunities to you naturally. To illustrate, consider Ethan, a freelance writer who built his career by delivering exceptional work and meeting deadlines without fail. Ethan's dedication earned him glowing testimonials from clients, which led to referrals and repeat business. Eventually, a high-profile publication noticed his work and offered him a long-term contract. Ethan's reputation for reliability not only attracted opportunities, but also ensured his continued success. As you reflect on the role of networking and relationships in your life, think about the connections you currently have and those you'd like to build. Are there people in your field or community who inspire you? How can you reach out and learn from them? At the same time, consider how you can add value to the lives of others. Generosity and collaboration are key to creating a network that supports mutual growth. To conclude this chapter, take a moment to identify one step you can take to expand your connections or strengthen an existing relationship. Perhaps it's attending a local event, sending a thoughtful message to a colleague, or offering support to someone in need. Remember, every interaction holds the potential to create a ripple effect of opportunities. How can you use your connections and proactive mindset to attract opportunities for growth and prosperity? Let this question guide you as you embrace the power of relationships and networking to build a life of abundance. Chapter 9. Sustaining Success, Living Abundantly Every Day. Success isn't just about reaching a financial goal or achieving a milestone. It's about maintaining a mindset and lifestyle that continuously supports growth and abundance. Many people focus so intensely on achieving their dreams that they forget to consider how to sustain them once they've arrived. Sustaining success requires not just action, but an ongoing commitment to the habits, attitudes, and values that helped you achieve it in the first place. In this chapter, we'll explore how to maintain abundance in your life, ensuring that wealth becomes a consistent and fulfilling part of your journey. Living abundantly every day starts with understanding that success is a process, not a destination. Achieving a financial goal or manifesting wealth is an important accomplishment, but it's only one step in your journey. True abundance comes from cultivating a mindset of gratitude, discipline, and purpose that allows you to build on your success over time. This mindset ensures that you're not just accumulating wealth, but using it in ways that align with your values and create lasting fulfillment. Consider Clara, an entrepreneur who built a thriving online business. For years, Clara worked tirelessly to grow her company, driven by the desire to achieve financial independence. When she finally reached her income goal, Clara felt an initial rush of excitement, but soon realized she wasn't sure what to do next. Without a clear plan for sustaining her success, Clara began overspending and neglecting the systems that had made her business successful. Recognizing the need for change, Clara refocused on the habits that had brought her success, such as budgeting, reinvesting in her business, and setting new goals. By staying disciplined and mindful, Clara was able to not only maintain her wealth, but also continue growing it. One of the most important principles of sustaining success is financial stewardship. Earning wealth is one thing, but managing it wisely is another. Financial stewardship means taking responsibility for your resources and using them in a way that aligns with your long-term goals. This involves creating a budget, saving for the future, and making thoughtful decisions about spending and investing. By practicing good stewardship, you ensure that your wealth continues to grow and support the life you want to live. Take the example of Marcus, a freelance graphic designer who landed a high-paying client and experienced a significant increase in income. Instead of letting his newfound wealth slip through his fingers, Marcus set up a system to manage it effectively. He created a budget that accounted for his business expenses, personal savings, and long-term goals, such as buying a home. By staying disciplined and intentional with his money, Marcus was able to use his success as a foundation for greater stability and growth. Another key to sustaining success is maintaining the habits and routines that helped you achieve it. It's easy to become complacent once you've reached a goal, but consistency is what ensures continued progress. Reflect on the practices that supported your journey, such as setting clear intentions, taking inspired action, and expressing gratitude. These habits are not just tools for achieving success, they're the building blocks for living abundantly every day. For instance, consider Brian, a real estate agent who reached his yearly sales target months ahead of schedule. Instead of slowing down, Brian continued his routine of networking, learning, and setting weekly goals. This consistency allowed him to not only exceed his targets, but also build a reputation as a dependable and driven professional. Brian's commitment to his habits ensured that his success wasn't a one-time event, but an ongoing reality. Sustaining success also involves balancing your priorities and finding purpose beyond financial gain. Wealth can enhance your life in many ways, but it's not the sole measure of abundance. True prosperity comes from living a life that reflects your values, passions, and relationships. Ask yourself how you want your wealth to serve you. Is it about creating more freedom, supporting loved ones, or giving back to your community? By aligning your financial goals with your deeper purpose, you create a sense of fulfillment that sustains your success on every level. Take Emma, a lawyer who worked hard to build a successful career. After achieving financial stability, Emma realized she wanted to use her skills and resources to make a difference. She began volunteering her time to provide legal support for underprivileged communities and set up a scholarship fund to help students pursue law degrees. This alignment between Emma's wealth and her purpose brought her a sense of joy and fulfillment that went far beyond monetary success. Another important element of living abundantly is adapting to change. Life is dynamic, and circumstances can shift unexpectedly. Whether it's a market downturn, a career transition, or personal challenges, sustaining success requires resilience and flexibility. By staying open to learning and growth, you can navigate these changes without losing your sense of abundance. Remember, setbacks are not the end of the journey. They're opportunities to reassess, adapt, and emerge even stronger. Consider Lisa, a small business owner who faced a major challenge when a key supplier went out of business. Instead of panicking, Lisa viewed the situation as an opportunity to explore new partnerships and innovate within her business. By staying resilient and proactive, Lisa not only overcame the challenge but also discovered new ways to improve her operations and expand her offerings. Her ability to adapt ensured that her success continued to grow, even in the face of adversity. As you reflect on the principles of sustaining success, remember that abundance is a mindset as much as it is a set of actions. Celebrate your achievements, but don't stop there. Continue learning, growing, and challenging yourself to reach new heights. Surround yourself with supportive people who inspire you and hold you accountable to your goals. Most importantly, remember that living abundantly is about more than material wealth. It's about creating a life that feels rich in every sense of the word. To close this chapter, take a moment to assess your current habits and mindset. Are there areas where you could be more intentional or consistent? What steps can you take to align your financial success with your values and purpose? Write down one action you can commit to today to sustain and build on the success you've achieved. How can you ensure that the abundance you've created becomes a lasting part of your life? Let this question guide you as you continue your journey, embracing a mindset of growth, gratitude, and purpose every step of the way. Chapter 10: Mastering the Universe: Manifestation as a Lifelong Skill. What if you could master the art of creating your reality, shaping every aspect of your life with intention and purpose? Manifestation is not a one-time event or a technique reserved for a single goal. It is a lifelong skill that evolves with you. By understanding and embracing this principle, you can make manifestation a natural and ongoing part of your life, ensuring that abundance, growth, and fulfillment become constants rather than fleeting moments. This chapter will explore how to integrate the skills you've learned into a holistic approach that empowers you to continuously manifest your dreams. Manifestation, at its core, is about alignment, harmonizing your thoughts, beliefs, actions, and energy with your desires. Over the course of this journey, you've learned how to cultivate a mindset of abundance, set clear intentions, and take inspired action. Now it's time to elevate these practices into a way of life. Mastering manifestation means moving beyond a focus on individual goals and adopting a perspective that sees every moment as an opportunity to create and attract what you desire. Consider the story of Maya, a life coach who initially used manifestation techniques to build her business. Through visualization, affirmations, and consistent action, Maya grew her client base and achieved financial stability. But as she reflected on her journey, Maya realized she wanted more than professional success. She wanted a life that felt balanced and fulfilling in all areas. Maya began applying the same manifestation principles to her relationships, health, and personal growth. Over time, she not only expanded her business, but also created a life filled with meaningful connections, vibrant health, and a deep sense of purpose. Maya's story illustrates that manifestation is not confined to a single area of life. It is a skill that can enhance every aspect of your existence. One of the keys to mastering manifestation is staying adaptable and open to growth. Life is not static, and neither are your desires or circumstances. As you achieve goals and gain new experiences, your vision for the future will naturally evolve. Mastering manifestation means embracing this evolution and continuously aligning your practices with your current aspirations. This requires self-awareness and regular reflection. By revisiting your intentions and reassessing your goals, you ensure that your manifestation efforts remain purposeful and aligned with who you are becoming. Another important aspect of lifelong manifestation is developing resilience. Challenges and setbacks are inevitable, but they do not define your ability to manifest. In fact, they often present opportunities for growth and deeper alignment. When faced with obstacles, ask yourself, what is this experience teaching me? How can I use it to refine my intentions and strengthen my focus? By viewing challenges as part of the manifestation process, you maintain your momentum and transform difficulties into stepping stones. Take, for example, Liam, a musician who faced repeated rejections early in his career. Instead of giving up, Liam used these experiences to clarify his vision and hone his craft. He began visualizing himself performing on stages, connecting with audiences, and creating music that resonated deeply with people. Liam's persistence and belief in his vision eventually paid off, leading to opportunities he once thought impossible. His journey demonstrates that resilience is a cornerstone of manifestation, turning temporary setbacks into catalysts for long-term success. A crucial element of mastering manifestation is cultivating a state of gratitude and trust. Gratitude keeps you grounded and focused on the abundance already present in your life, while trust allows you to release the need to control every detail of the process. Together, these qualities create a sense of flow, where you remain open to unexpected opportunities and trust that the universe is working in your favor. This doesn't mean passively waiting for things to happen. It means staying committed to your actions while letting go of attachment to specific outcomes. For instance, Emily, a nonprofit founder, used gratitude and trust to navigate a challenging fundraising campaign. Despite initial setbacks, Emily chose to focus on the support she had already received and the positive impact of her organization's work. She trusted that her efforts would pay off, even if the results didn't look exactly as she had imagined. In the end, the campaign exceeded expectations, thanks to an unexpected partnership that emerged at just the right moment. Emily's experience highlights the power of combining gratitude with trust to create an environment where manifestation can flourish. Another way to elevate manifestation into a lifelong skill is by sharing your knowledge and practices with others. Teaching and inspiring others not only reinforces your own understanding, but also creates a ripple effect of positivity and abundance. When you help others recognize their potential to manifest their dreams, you contribute to a collective energy of growth and empowerment. This cycle of giving and receiving strengthens your connection to abundance and amplifies its presence in your life. Take Sarah, a financial advisor who integrates manifestation principles into her work with clients. By teaching her clients to align their energy with their financial goals, Sarah not only helps them achieve success, but also deepens her own mastery of these principles. Her approach has earned her a reputation as both a skilled advisor and an inspiring mentor. Sarah's journey shows that manifestation becomes even more powerful when shared with others. As you embrace manifestation as a lifelong skill, remember that small, consistent actions are just as important as big leaps. Each moment offers an opportunity to align your thoughts, energy, and actions with your vision. Whether it's practicing gratitude, revisiting your goals, or taking a single inspired step, these daily habits create a foundation for ongoing success and fulfillment. To conclude this chapter, reflect on the journey you've taken through this book. How has your understanding of manifestation evolved? What practices resonate most with you, and how can you integrate them into your daily life? Take a moment to envision the future you want to create, not just in terms of financial success, but in every area of your life. Then, commit to one action that brings you closer to this vision today. What would your life look like if manifestation became second nature to you, shaping every moment with intention and purpose? Let this question guide you as you move forward, confident in your ability to master the universe and create a life filled with abundance, joy, and limitless possibilities. Throughout this journey, we've explored the transformative power of manifestation, how aligning your thoughts, beliefs, actions, and energy can open the doors to abundance and prosperity. From shifting limiting beliefs and creating a clear vision to taking inspired action, expressing gratitude, and building meaningful connections, you now hold the tools to manifest wealth and success in every area of your life. Remember, manifestation is not a one-time effort. It's a lifelong skill that evolves as you grow. By integrating these principles into your daily routine, you can create a life filled with purpose, joy, and limitless possibilities. Thank you for taking the time to engage with this content and invest in your personal growth. If you found value in this journey, please like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to the channel for more content designed to empower and inspire you. Your success story begins now.